Today we are discussing 2023's version of The Little Mermaid, yet again another Disney live-action remake of a classic 2D animated tale from the 90s, 80s, and so on and so forth. If you saw the original, this one has the same plot. Ariel dreams of the human world, falls in love with the prince, spends a few days on land with him, while the evil witch Ursula has her own agenda to steal Ariel's father's crown. The 1989 Little Mermaid film is one of the greatest Disney animated movies of all time. It's top tier, it's one of my favorites, it's in my top 5, it might be the best of them all. It has transcended generations. My sister, who is 12 years older than me, grew up watching it, and it was eventually passed down to me, and I've loved this movie ever since I was a kid. I think it's still great, even though it's 2D animated, and for kids nowadays, they're so used to seeing 3D animation that they wouldn't even realize the type of movie this is. Which is probably the main reason behind Disney making these live action films, because they supposedly want kids to remember the classics that were these 2D animated movies, and now they're like, oh look, for the new generation, we have these live action iterations of those classics. But if you want to know the real reason, it's all about money. They've been making so much cash off of these films ever since Cinderella in 2015. You know me, guys. If you saw my quick review, you know that I don't think these films are necessary. They only exist to make money. There's no point in remaking all these classic animated movies. It's not like these films ever turn out better than the originals, other than maybe the 2016 Jungle Book movie. That's about it. In terms of the Little Mermaid remake, though, I think they did a fine job with this film, despite being almost the same exact movie. If they were ever to make a live-action iteration, this is close to the best version possible. And the only reasons I can say this movie is good is because of the cast, led by Halle Bailey, who is surprisingly awesome in the movie. She has a great voice. She does great as Ariel, which I did not expect. I thought she was really good in the movie. Also, Melissa McCarthy as Ursula, a casting that was out of left field in my opinion when I first heard about it, but she was equally terrific to Halle Bailey's Ariel. And then Jonah Hauer-King as Prince Eric is good too. I thought giving him a song in this version was a nice addition, although I'm not sure how he is related to his mother in the movie. I don't know. I mean, was he adopted? We never learn of his father, so maybe he was, but the movie never talks about adoption, so I don't know. Overall, just like the animated movie, the music is great, the story is virtually the same thing. The cast and the music is really what keeps this film afloat, and the fact that they didn't change anything from the original movie, except adding some scenes that I don't think were necessary. It made the movie longer. Why was this movie over 2 hours and 10 minutes? It didn't need to be. The original is only just over an hour and 20 minutes. It's very concise, clear cut. You don't need to watch any more than just that. It gets the story across and you understand everything. You don't need anything more than an hour and 20 minutes. That's why that movie is so good, just like the rest of those Disney 2D animated movies from the classic years. But these live action versions always need to add in new scenes, and they don't even need to be there because they add nothing new to the story. So the film is 30 minutes too long. Also, a lot of people were commenting on the CGI in the underwater scenes when they saw the trailers. Yeah, it doesn't look good. I'm not sure if it looks better than Aquaman. Aquaman was an action movie, and therefore I guess it could get away with having crappier CGI, especially because it's in the DCEU. But this movie did not look good whatsoever anytime we were underwater. It's not even a comparison when you look at this movie next to Avatar: The Way of Water. Where did this massive budget go to if it wasn't the underwater scenes? I have no idea. And I don't find it as charming or cute as the original movie, and a big portion of that is because this is a live action version of the original, and having 2D animated characters, it can come off as sillier and funnier, And when you have characters, for example, like Flounder, I found him so funny in the original movie. But when you have a live action photorealistic version of that character, it's not cute anymore. You just look at it and you're thinking, that's just a fish. I don't find that adorable whatsoever. Let's get into final thoughts. The live action Little Mermaid movie is just okay. If you're a family, you're probably all gonna enjoy yourselves watching it in theaters. The performances across the board are mostly good, especially from Halle Bailey and Melissa McCarthy. The music is great. Some of the CGI is hit or miss. It's definitely 30 minutes too long, but I must admit it's a well-made movie and worthy of being remade into live action. So I'm giving the 2023 version of The Little Mermaid a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, as always, guys, I want to hear all of your thoughts. What did you think of The Little Mermaid 2023? Do you think this goes down as one of the better Disney live-action remakes, or is it one of your least favorite? Let me know. And of course, if you are new to my channel, click that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.